If you don't want to waste time on learning all of it and you just want the blend file of it, so please head up to the link provided in the description below. It's paid, I know, but you can get that and support this channel. So here everyone, I have this new blender scene, and then select all and then hit X and then delete all. Yeah, this is kind of a ritual which you have to do. Have some sort of a reference, okay? And I will press 1 before anything. Why is that? Because whichever the view we have, image will come like that. So for example, if I have this kind of view, and if I do image then reference, for example this image, you can see where it's loaded. Okay, so it just comes up with this kind of view. We don't want that. So now to remove it, click on this image, hit Alt R and Alt G as well. Alright, Alt R was fine. Now let's rotate it. I'll hit again, click on it and R. Then we just need to rotate it on X axis. Okay, right now it will rotate on all of the axes. So just lock it on X axis. It's been locked, and type 90. Well, that is looking good. And if I hold Alt and then move my middle mouse button, you can see it will snap it. So I want to be snapped like that. Or what you can do is you can even press numpad key 1, 3, 5, 7, all of these. Okay, and you also have this gizmo over here. So right now we will be having this sort of view. So I think this is 1. So it's control 1. Yeah, whatever you wanna press. Okay, I'll just click on it, and then in here you can see there's data, object data properties, and here let's do one thing, enable this opacity and bring it down to something like 0.75. I think this is fine. Now let's click on it again, bring it above with G. Now we have grabbed it, and let's again lock it on Z axis, and let's put it somewhere right here. Okay, so our bottle is starting from here only. I think this is fine. Yep, hit Ctrl S to save it. Now I have to choose the closest object referencing to this image. Okay, so it is a cylinder basically. So again, hit Shift A, and in mesh take your cylinder. There it is. And also check this X-ray mode. Okay, toggle X-ray. You can even hit Alt Z. So I think we won't be needing this Alt Z. So instead, let's manually do it. Or maybe let's do one thing. Let's decrease its opacity to 0.25. I think this is fine. Now we can see our cylinder. Alright, so click on our cylinder, hit S, make it smaller. It's already been snapped. We just need to shift our image like this. See, this is the problem. Yeah, I think this is fine. Bring it above, GZ. It will automatically be snapped. Alright, that's fine. Then hit tab to go into edit mode. Now you can edit your mesh, select all of it. Now all of these vertices will already be selected because we are already in the X-ray mode. If you will be selecting without X-ray mode, then it will look something like this. Only these will be selected and these will be not. So yeah, I'll select all of these by clicking Alt Z, and let's bring those above, GZ or GZ, whatever you want to call it. Seriously, yeah, something like this. And let's again hit GZ, bring it something like this. Now what I'll do is I'll hit Control B. You can see this is something like there's a rounded edge over here. So I'll hit Control B to make it something like this. Yep, looking good. I'll hit E to extrude, Control Z. Yeah, now it's looking good till now, I think. Now I'll hit 3 so that it will change it. So if I'll hit select 1, so it will be vertex, and 2 edge. You can even see over here, one is for vertices, second is for edges, three is for faces. So I'll select this face and then hit E to extrude it out, again Alt Z, and then hit S to scale it down, and then GZ to bring it somewhere here, and again scaling it like this. I think looking perfect. You want to do pixel peeping when you'll be making your own projects. Just keep that in mind. Again hitting S, again extruding it and hitting S, something like this. And then lastly, I'll just make it something like this. So you can see there's some sort of difference, perspective shifting you can say, but like you can do all of that pixel peeping work later on. Right now I'll not do it because it's gonna take much time. So you can do that, because right now you can see our bottle is not aligned perfectly with the photo model. Okay, so I'll head back and you can see we have our pretty basic bottle. I'll right click and choose shade smooth. So we also need to bevel it from here, I think. Yep, we need to. So I'll select this face, or instead I'll go to this edge select mode and select this one and hit Alt on it, so it will select all this edge. Then again hitting Control B and something like this. I think it's looking good, but you can even manipulate it further, maybe something like this. Yeah, this is looking totally fine. Alright, again giving bevel wherever it's needed, or what we can do is we can even go to this modifier panel and then choose subdivision surface. Now few things have changed. Its shading is total shit right now, and yeah, basically that only. So we need to fix that. So for that, what we can do is hit Control R. You can see this is loop cut. You can add many loop cuts. Okay, you can even see here number of cuts it's been adding. So I'll just take one, bring it here, again take one, bring it here. What we can do is let's select this and hit Control B to add a loop cut. Then again select one more loop cut with Control R, bring it closer to this, and one more in between here. Okay, one more, bringing this down. You can hold shift for precise selection in any of the thing in Blender. Okay, yeah, in Blender you can do all of this stuff. And again hitting Control B, and lastly hitting 3, going to face select mode and hit I, just for a good face select. I'll do the same thing over here. You can see we have this shading issues. If I'll go to this, wait, if I click to no, in edit mode, yeah, you can see we have this kind of topology which is very bad for it. Okay, so select your face, hit I to inset it one more time. See, now those are gone. All right, looking pretty good. Hit Control A, apply the scale. Looking pretty good, I think. And also set origin to geometry or wherever you want the origin to be. Let's add maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And no, we don't want this much of geometry. Actually, it's your choice totally. Okay, I'm kind of liking it, so that's why I'm putting it. Now I can do origin to geometry. It will be a little bit down over here. I think this is fine. Maybe center of volume. Yeah. Okay, let's go to this cap and let's make a cap. So I'll hold shift and click, or what we can do is we can select our edge with Alt and left click, hold alt and left click, and then do shift S, so that you will have this kind of panel. Okay, this is basically wait, how do I show this to you? I don't know where it is. I just know the hot for this. Okay, so click cursor to select it, so the 3D cursor will pop up here. Now if I'll add with shift A cylinder, if I scale it down, it will be popping up here, so you can adjust it. I think now we don't need the reference image, we'll just scaling it on the Z axis. Yeah, I think this is fine. Yep, so we can remove our reference image, you can hide it, and also uncheck this render property thing over here. Okay, so we also have this cap over here. I have right click and choose an auto smooth, and also give this a little cute bevel. Control B. I think this much is fine, just little bevel. Okay, not much, because it's cap and who cares about it? No one. Again, add some loop cuts over here, something like 20. It's a personal choice, again I am saying this. Okay, if your PC can handle it, only then add all of this stuff. All right, yeah, and I'll undo this bevel thing also. I'm undoing all of it. This is the mega undo button. Just kidding. Click on it and add a subdivision surface on it. It's been added. I'll hit 2, and I'll also come here and hit 2 instead of 1, and in render it should be 3, and also here in render it should be 3. Now coming up over here, there's one more thing which you can do is, instead of beveling it, you can inset it. Okay, so insert it something like this, and then you can bevel it, because like we will add bevel anyways. So yeah, I think this much is fine. Doing the same thing over here, adding some bevel, small bevel. All right, then add your loop cuts. 25 is, it should be close to square, so that's why I'm just adding this much. I don't know how much these are. All right, hit Ctrl S again and again, and you have your bottle. Select both of the objects, hit Shift D, okay, and hit M to add them to a new collection, and type duplicate. Okay, this is a good practice to do, and uncheck this collection, uncheck all of these properties, view, port, and render port, all of these. Okay, this is a good thing to do, because sometimes what happens is you are so lost with your work, it just gets erased, or maybe Blender crashes, or anything can happen. So just save it in a secret place, and again hitting Shift S and clicking 1 or to this cursor to world origin, it will be back to the place where it should be. And now you have your bottle, which is looking really good. Now we'll go to this render properties, and in here, instead of EV, we'll choose cycles. And if you have a GPU, which is a good thing, so select GPU. Alright, now your render will be very much faster. I'll also enable denoise in my viewport display, and I'll choose it to automatic, and I'll type here 512 instead of 4096, because 4096 is pretty much, it's higher. And instead of open image denoise, you can choose optics, which is a little faster, but I don't think that it's accurate. I'm a little confused in it. And in light paths, we'll be using some transmission, so I'll type here 15 and total 220. Again, you can do many things. Okay, in performance, in tiling, I'll add 512. I think it's looking good. Caustic, we have caustics enabled. We'll enable caustics, by the way. Yep, all right, it's fine. And in here, I'll change resolution to 180 by 1920 instead of 1920 by 1080. There should be an option for swapping. Is there any option? No, there isn't. They have these presets, but they don't have any option of that. Well, okay, That's fine. I can add a new preset. Oh, that's good. Swapped HD. Yep. Where is my swapped HD? Swap HD. Here it is. Whenever I'll choose it, it will be like this. Okay, alright, that's cool. Click render region. Yeah, whatever. Now hit Shift A, add a camera, and let's add it to something like this. So I'm on -X orthographic view. Shortcut is numpad 3. You can even see here it's showing the shortcut is numpad 3. So click 3 in your viewport. Okay, it will be Gizmo is showing it's on like how can I explain this to you? And click Control Alt 0. Alright, and in camera properties, instead of 50, type 120 mm, and in here in viewport display, show limits and composition guide, thirds and centers, and also the diagonal. That doesn't matter, but still, and place it in between. Alright, something like this. Looking good. Maybe we can increase the focal length to something like 280. Maybe we don't need that, we just need 200 because we'll be adding other props also. And let's also add a plane S. I don't know how much should we increase the plane size, but let's increase it to this much. Okay, then hit Control A and scale. Yeah, I think this is fine. Not gonna make that much of difference. Let's go to render view. Right now there's nothing, we know that obviously. Let's go to this world properties, color, make it total black. Whoa, what did you do? Let me just show you. Again, add a light, area light with G and Z, bring it above. You can see something is showing up. Also, I'll do one thing, I'll add another plane. Okay, I'll go to in solid view, Y 90, the same way we rotated our image. G, X, bring it little back, not that much. Okay, so it should be close enough to bounce back the lights. I think this much is fine. Then GZ 1, Control A, all transforms, Shift S, cursor to world origin. Select this and Shift S, cursor to selected, so that 3D cursor will be on this edge. And then again object, back to object mode with the tab, and right click, set origin to 3D cursor. Then again Shift S and cursor to world origin, and you have this origin here. Why I did that? Because now if I'll increase the scale of it, so we don't need to just mess with the axes. Okay, I think this is looking pretty fine. Let's do one more thing. Let's do Shift D and duplicate it. It's already selected. Okay, so let's go to top view with clicking 7 on the numpad and rotate it on X axis like this, 90. Sorry, it's on Z axis, and put it somewhere like here. Again, it will bounce light from here. It should just not show in the camera. Yeah, this is fine. Again Shift D, Y, and bring it here. This is total craziness. This is just amazing. I just did something wrong. I'll just fix it. Yep, that is fine. And now if I click this render view, it will show like this. I'll hit Control B and we will have something like this, and select our camera view only, so it will crop. What this is doing is it's enabling this render region which I showed you earlier. So let's bring it over here. Let's go to the corner of this window panel, and let's click and drag. Okay, it should be not like that, it should be like this. And here click this home button if you have. I'll click T to remove this toolbar, and also yeah, because now we will just be seeing our render, nothing else. Yeah, I think this is looking good. I'll right click over here, header, it should not show menus, not show header. Yeah, this is fine. And we don't even need the timeline because we are not doing animation, it's just a product render. Sorry for any kind of noise if you are getting. I'm really sorry guys. Okay, yeah, so this it's looking something like this. Let's increase its size to something maybe like this, bring it really above and increase its size to power to 100. So this is basically acting as our ambient light. Okay, what, we are creating an ambient light? Yes, we are. And again, I'll go to my, like, I'm holding alt, by the way, that's why it's snapping. I have told you this earlier, but again I'm telling you. So that's why it's snapping. Or you can even type 3, it will be snapped like this. Then again shift A, go to light area, and you'll have a light like this. Bring it over here. You can see everything in this panel over here, right? And then take this yellow dot and put it onto a bottle. Wow, looking so good. I just don't know, I just love this kind of work, man. It's looking already so good. When we will be adding our material, it will just gonna blow off. Then again, increase power to 100. I think we can go to 1000. Earlier I was really shy that we should not increase power of light, but no, we should, because it will look good in render. Maybe not 1000, but 500 is good. Then again going to clicking 3 and going to this right orthographic view. I think it's not showing, but it's on X. Okay, shift D, copy, then Y, and rotate it over here and reduce the amount of it. Okay, so these are secondary lights. See, this is our main light. If I just close all the lights, okay, this is our secondary light, which is acting like a backlight or something. Maybe we can put it over here also. We just need those rims of light. All right. And yeah, by the way, enable shadow caustics in all of these lights which we are adding, because this will be class, so it will show some caustics. What was I doing? Okay, now this is our main spotlight, you can say, and this is our ambient light. So I'll just quickly add shadow caustics to all of it. So ambient light, spotlight, and secondary light, all looking good. And go to your plane, and in plane, in object data properties, this is our plane floor. Let me just retype here, floor. This is ambient light, and this one is our, I'll not type spot, I'll type key light. Yeah, I'll type key light. Yep, key light. And this one is our secondary light. Oh, what am I typing? Sorry. And hit enter, and select your ambient, secondary, and key light, and hit M, new collection, type lights, hit OK. Then select your this, and this, and again hit M, new collection, type walls and floor, I think. Yep, we have lights, we have walls and floor. And select this, and first of all name it. This is our main bottle, this is a cap. Select your cap and main bottle, hit M, type product. Alright, so we have these different collection of objects, which is a good thing. And yeah, uncheck this duplicate, and this empty in camera should be in collection 1. Okay, looking pretty good. Now what we can do is, we have to do all the, like, how can I say, let's also add an ambient light. I'll hit shift D, choose X, bring it over here where it's showing this kind of darkness. So I'll just increase its size to maybe something like 1000, so that it should be evened out. And if I move my scroll wheel middle mouse button, you can see what is happening, right? And there's one more thing which you can do. You can even close this. So in case if you want to close it, again shift D, Z to bring it above, RX like this, bring it above like this, so there will be some sort of bouncing. And if you'll do G and shift Z, so what this will do is basically it will be locked on X and Y axis. Okay, so yeah, something like that. So you can even add a cube. Basically what we did was we just adding all these sides. Okay, and where is it? So if you want to see your object in this collection, select your object and go this scene collection, put your cursor over here basically and hit full stop. You can see it's here. Yeah, that's really nice. If I hit 0, and this is basically our lighting and product setup. Okay, so this is not the final lighting setup. We'll be doing some changes, but this is part 1 of it, and I showed you how you can make something like this. And if you want to render it, what you have to do is pretty simple. First I'll do Z and go to wireframe mode in here. You can just have to type F12 and it will be rendered. So guys, in this video we just made this. I know it's flat and the slides are there, but I showed you how to do basic lighting setup, how to do basic studio setup, and all of it, like adding camera, setting the focal length, all of those kind of stuff, and obviously modeling our main bottle. But in the next one we'll be adding materials and textures in it, and in the next one we'll be doing some crazy product animations. So please stay till the end, and I hope that you like this kind of video. And in future, as I told you, I'll be bringing some more these kind of product animation videos. And yeah, if you like it, so please give this video a like button, click that like button basically, and subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the videos upcoming in the future. This is Akiranda signing off. Thank you so much. Peace out. And one more thing, if you don't want to waste time on learning all of it and you just want the blend file of it, so please head up to the link provided in the description below. It's paid, I know, but you can get that and support this channel. Bye bye.